There are some amazing weapons in Dead Island 2, from legendary assault rifles to hammers with a built-in shotgun and way more. We'll tell you all about them and how to get them in this video. Leaving a like would really help us out, subscribe for more Dead Island 2 videos, and let's go. So you get your hands on your first guns midway through the story, but there are some legendary variants that you can get later on in the game, like this amazing body count assault rifle that shreds every zombie you encounter. Hitting zombies also applies the bleed status effect, which when the circle is full will deal damage over time, so you will need less valuable ammo to take it out. Hitting a zombie also has a chance to apply bleed damage to other zombies around it, and you get a damage boost and you generate fury when you kill one. Kills also increase your reload speed, so this is the best assault rifle in the game for as far as I know. You do get it super late because the zombie you need to kill to start the quest for it only spawns after you finish the main story and most of the side content. You namely need to kill a special named zombie called Lieutenant Ford, who will spawn over here on the map in Venice Beach. I encountered him during the Diaries of the Dead side quest, which is the second quest in a chain for the soldier in the tower over here on the map. Now again, if Lieutenant Ford doesn't spawn, it means you have to do more missions, and I will update the pinned comment if there is more info on this. Once you've killed Lieutenant Ford, you get the redacted lost and found quest, and then you need to head back to the tower over here on the map. Basically, walk like this through the building, then head outside, go right, and then on your left you will find a container. Destroy the boxes and then you will find this amazing assault rifle. If you'd rather grab yourself an amazing melee weapon, then it's definitely worth getting Emma's Wrath. It's an amazing legendary hammer with a pretty unique perk called Overkill, which rewards you for skillful blocking and dodging. Because if you perform a counter attack with this weapon, so by pressing square or X after a successful dodge or parry, you will load a shotgun round into the hammer. You can also load up the hammer after skull stomping a downed zombie if that is more your thing. You'll hear a sound effect that tells you the weapon is loaded, and then your next attack will trigger an AoE blast that damages and traumatizes nearby zombies. This means they can't attack you for the duration until you hit them back, so pretty nice to give yourself some breathing room. Still though, most regular zombies will die if they are caught in this powerful blast. You get this one as a reward for finishing the main story, which you'll want to do anyway to unlock all the different areas, but this is a very nice reward to add on top of that. If you'd rather mop up a group of zombies from range, there's another legendary firearm you can get from a side quest. It's a pistol called the Big Shot, and it kind of lives up to that name. I say pistol, but this weapon is already pretty special in the regard that it uses shotgun ammo, which is a bit more scarce than regular pistol ammo, but definitely worth it thanks to this weapon's unique boomstick perk. This turns your shots into explosive rounds that also spread the traumatized effect. So the same effect as on the hammer we just discussed, although you won't notice how much of it because of how quickly the Big Shot takes out enemies. The main fun of this gun is that it effectively feels like a handheld grenade launcher, so it's great for dealing with larger groups. You'll also want to make sure that you don't manually reload this weapon. That's because the Big Shot also comes with the Russian roulette perk, which increases the damage of the last round in your magazine. So you'll want to fire that last shot every time to deal some extra damage. And reloading is also pretty fast thanks to the speed loader perk that's also on the weapon. In order to get it, you'll need to complete the main story first and then start the It's Not Your Fault quest that begins at Emma John's house. You get it from an NPC called Luciana that's on the couch pretty close to the workbench. She'll direct you to the sewers where you need to find 4 sets of keys and red chests to complete the quest. The quest marker will guide you through it, just be prepared to fight a lot of zombies in here, and after opening the 4th chest you can return to Luciana and receive the Big Shot. If you'd rather have something more precise and single target focused, there's an amazing rifle you can grab from a side quest that's perfect for that. It's actually the rifle of Curtis the actor, the one you help out in an early side quest in Bel Air called The Death of the Party. You'll need to complete that one and the Streamer House quest Clickbait, which unlocks after returning from the Halperin Hotel and starts over here on the map. I then saw a new mission pop up after completing the main story, but it might show up earlier than that. So keep checking on Curtis downstairs at Emma's place zombies throughout the game, as he will eventually offer you the Creature Comforts quest. You'll visit 2 other neighborhood houses to confiscate some nice whiskey and wine. The only kind of tricky step here is where you need to get into the master bedroom, which you need to drop onto this balcony for and then enter it from there. When you return to Curtis with his supplies, the old man trades you his rifle for them. Now, Peggy is not a legendary weapon, meaning it doesn't come preloaded with awesome perks like some of the other weapons we mentioned in this video. But it is already a powerful rifle in its base form, and you can add mods and perks yourself to make it even stronger. It is actually a very nice weapon to have on hand to deal with some of the stronger Apex zombies. I'm currently able to 2-shot Screamers and Crushers from range, provided I hit both of those shots in the head, and taking one of those out at the start of a fight can be a big help. Now, the weapon does use heavy rounds, which means you'll never have much ammo in reserve, as the cap on those is 30. So I recommend only using Peggy to deal with tougher zombies and then taking out the rest with your melee weapons. And speaking of those, my current favorite weapon is the Blood Rage, a very powerful knife that gives you tons of bleed buildup. I would have loved to show you gameplay because it's really good, as it also allows you to increase your crit and bleed damage by repeatedly hitting a zombie in the head. But YouTube doesn't like the amount of gore on screen, so I will just let you discover that for yourself. The way you get this awesome knife is pretty simple if you know where to go, so let's walk you through it. You'll have to complete a lost and found mission, so a sort of treasure hunt, which only becomes available after unlocking the pier area of Hell A. You do this by completing the main story mission called Blood Drive, after which you can return here and kill the Crusher zombie named Dante that's waiting at the bottom of the safe house where you spawn. He will drop a set of keys that you can use to uncover the next clue for this mission in his locker, which is also very close to your spawn location over here in the Lifeguard HQ. After opening Dante's locker, you need to find 2 burner phones in specific locations. One is behind the ice cream shack near the Ferris wheel on the pier, which is pretty easy to find over here on the map. The other one is next to the frozen yogurt shop all the way on the other end of the pier, so over here. With the 2 burner phones collected, you return to the Lifeguard HQ, over here to be precise, to find the safe that holds the Blood Rage knife. Kill the nearby zombies, open the safe, and it's all yours. If precision is less your thing, there's another legendary melee weapon which is especially nice if you're looking to slash a lot of body parts from zombies. The Brutalizer, as you can probably guess by its appearance, is excellent at ripping things to shreds. Your attacks with the sword apply the weakened status effect, which increases the damage a zombie takes from physical attacks once the bar is full. Once a zombie has this effect on it, you'll want to hit them with a heavy attack, as thanks to one of the perks on this weapon, it will spread the effect to other nearby enemies as well. So a great tool to debuff lots of enemies at once and increase your own damage against them. In order to get it, you'll need to collect multiple sets of zombie parts for the eccentric artist Francesca. While you might be able to start the quest chain relatively early, it starts over here in the Beverly Hills map. In order to finish it, you need to progress to the point where Mutator starts showing up, which is already pretty late into the story. And yes, it is a quest chain, so you'll need to collect parts, hand them in, and then accept a new quest for a new set of parts. If these new quests don't appear immediately, by the way, try quitting to the main menu and re-entering the game. This seemed to fix the problem for me. Depending on when you do this quest in your playthrough, it might cost some work, but I did it later on and only needed to collect some extra parts for the final step of the quest. If you have trouble finding a specific part, check it in your inventory and then press X or square to see the different sources for a drop. If you need to look for a specific Apex spawn, those can be easily located thanks to these hotspot markers on the map, so it shouldn't be too hard to complete. After completing all 6 steps of the quest, you will be rewarded with the amazing Brutalizer sword. Let us know if there are any amazing weapons we missed, and subscribe because we have more spoiler-free videos for the game coming your way. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want, you can watch one of our previous videos by clicking on the screen. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.